Good. I guess we are live. Hey guys, if someone's joining up right now, yeah, this is Coach Ray, uh, quarantine series. So I wanted to give a little update, and so how? So if you didn't see the first video, or haven't been following me on Instagram or something, I got COVID, so I couldn't go to Dubai, but I had very mild case symptoms. Yeah, and basically I'm fine now. Um, I'm just last few days left right here at home, and then back to normal life. I wanted to talk how I've been spending my time. And some other things as well. So I spend most of my time, like when I'm doing something, I'm not been training real hard or something, or doing a lot of body weight exercise. I was working mostly on recovery. I have physio ball that's very like rubbery, tight ball, and I just work with it. I use my machine gun from Exogen, and I call foam roller, so stretching a lot of stuff. So I'm going basically through all my body and finding all these tight spots, knots, and things like that, like trigger points, and just trying to work them out. And so I found a lot in my. So I have hip problems. I found like what's been causing my hip problems. I fixed that. Like a lot of things right here on this side of my arm, because like my right is really solid. Basically, there's like everything is free and everything works great. Left is a different story, so I'm really focusing on that. So I understand, like I can keep training if I wanted to, because I have the stuff right here at home. All I need really is a resistance band, and a handle, which I have here. But I thought that I should focus on something that I will not be focusing that much when I get back to gym. So taking time off from gym is good. I don't know when I have like not trained for as long as I have not trained now. Um, but I feel very good on things that I done. Uh, all the small problems, like my traps was really like full of tight spots and trigger points. I worked on that, my back and everything else. So now when I continue and get back to training, I feel I could be doing really much better, and have a better, reaction, because like from foam rolling your arms, like I see some muscles are just popping out. It's like, the whole landscape changes, because some muscles are so tight that they don't really, they stay tight and they stay locked in, so they are not free. When muscle is free, it's completely different. So we need to have some little bit of tightness in our muscles. When everything is too loose, you don't want it. But when it's like, for me, it was one side was super tight, so it causing a huge disbalance in my arm. So I'm feeling that. Yo, dude, you gonna get, I will should we take this away? Because come on, dude, you're spamming. How many times in a week we train for arms? I have said this like 20 times. 20 times I have given my like easiest opinion on it, and I'm not gonna say it again. And yeah, how we can, yeah, we take away. Boom, dude's gone. Hello, please reply my question. Like, there's 26 people in the chat, and he's spamming everywhere. Dude, come on. Who does that? You shouldn't be doing that. You should Google that on YouTube, because we talk about frequency and many things, how much you should train in arm wrestling beginner's guide. We talk so many videos. So I did a new video. It was a long time in coming, because I had a video prepared almost like 10 days ago, something like that. But then when I got COVID, I had a little bit of itch and my voice wasn't good, and I had to record some stuff. So I did recording, and yeah, it was the best that I could do with left hand, best ever. And the comment section never fails, and it's always interesting to see like what people are saying, because comments are weird. I'm gonna find one. Mm-mm-mm. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so in a comment section, so who do you think is the strongest left hand ever? I know, like I believe Levin is not in the chat right now, and for me too, because I feel it's too premature. But he's right there in conversation about strong, like best lefties ever. But Travis and Dennis, who you got? Is it Travis because Travis said so, or is it Dennis? Yeah. Um, I will find some good comments. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Man, I forget about these. So, oh yeah, this was a good comment. Why did we rank alphabetically? So Eric Rosin, he sent me in the video, like the food, like material for the video, and he ranks everyone in alphabetical order. And it's because it's arm wrestling. It's really opinion versus opinion, and like to have Travis and Dennis and Levant, who have never arm wrestled each other, like we I can make some kind of distinction, my opinion, and it just is my opinion, and then someone else's opinion. So it's for everyone else to make that, who is in their mind the greatest and why. But to make a list, I don't feel comfortable about making a list of 1, 2, 3, like ranking them. I can rank them for myself, but I don't want to rank them for everyone else. For everyone else, it's a different. This is why I make the videos and let you guys pick. Who are there. I just give you information about who is in conversation. Um, it's always about it's arm wrestling is so vast, and it's not like powerlifting when you say who's strongest and then we're just like, okay, tell me his total, or tell me how much he can bench. Okay, so he benches 300 kilos, he benches 280, so they weigh about the same, so I will say 300 guy is the strongest. It's very easy, and it's like it's not even up for debate. And then but in arm wrestling everything is up for debate, so, and I think that's very good for arm wrestling. Um, Travis Bajent, almost unstoppable when focused. It's hard to disagree with that. Yeah, when Travis has been focused, Travis is a beast. Yeah, so, someone commented that I'm like, is this trolling or it's just cute? So like, Coach Ray, you should be on that list. Your left is really good too. I would be in thousands. I still believe most of the fans don't understand, how vast the landscape of arm wrestling is, how vast it is. It's it's so many people who are really, really good, who can, all these. There's a lot of guys who, like in COVID times where we have more and more people just calling things out and saying like he should be there and he should arm wrestle this and this guy is better. You should go and prove it, and then we will see. Arm wrestling is like the table will show. The table will show. There is no need for that discussion and saying this guy is better than this guy. Just get a table and just let's see, and we'll figure it out. But it's I don't know. I got lost in my own thoughts. So yeah, I will make a very interesting video tomorrow or day after that. It will be strongest arm wrestlers by the year when they were born, and we're going pretty way back. and it's gonna be very very interesting thing. And it's an interesting project. Eric Rosin, of course. Eric does this. Arm Wrestling Archives. Go there, check out his stuff. It's really good, and I'm very grateful that he helps me with these videos, and we try to bring out all this information, show some of those guys that you didn't know. Like in a video, Eric Wolfel, Dan Victor, Alan Kriev, all these guys that are not so well known or so popular, but they were the absolute best at some point. And I I think it's very bad that we keep forgetting. In arm wrestling, it's not like we had these huge TV crews when everything was documented, also explained together. So in some way, I took on this role where I tell these stories that are, have not been heard, about the guys that have done amazing things. And the one of the comment that I couldn't find and really bugged me was, um, yeah, right now it's like maybe at some point Dennis and Travis were the best, but at this point, like in today's landscape with the training, Lemon is huge favorite and without a doubt, and blah blah blah. It's like the same way, like the new guys are better than the old guys. Old guys are. Look at the old guys. Look at the guys that were back. Like John Brzenk was competitive basically in his 50s. When he was 50, he was competitive at the highest level on his class at the highest level. Ron Bat is still there. Travis, Devon, they're all over 40. Michael, it's and someone says newer is better. Again, you have no way of knowing that. You cannot say it's the like when someone comes and beats, I don't know, so let's say Zaluyev, when he has been dominating for 15 years, it's not that the new guy was what is some way just absolutely better than him. It's just he get exhausted for kicking ass for 15 years. This is one of the things I really cannot understand. It's like the same like goes with, oh well, the at all time players were like, LeBron is better than Jordan, for whatever reason, or this one. In arm wrestling, it's different. There's no numbers. There's titles, and of course, arm wrestling has evolved, but the stronger guys were always the stronger guys. Engin Terzi were world champion, I don't know, 24 years apart. 24 years apart, he was WOF world champion. And you keep saying that, the new guys are better. You are very uneducated in the subject of arm wrestling. And when someone gives some new guy high percentage, like he could beat all these guys without competition, without titles to back it up. Khalid said on a video with Larry Wheels that Kyle is stronger than Michael, and Kyle's like, you have no idea what you're talking about. And everyone's like, you can understand that when someone goes not so hard on someone and they have no real perception of what's going on. It's like when all these, like, Khalid is a good potential, but there are like 1,000 guys that could beat him very easily, like really, really easily. It's not like it's there are 10,000 guys that could beat me, I feel that, okay, maybe not 10,000, that let's say 1,000. same goes there. But there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of great arm wrestlers. They're everywhere. They're around the world. Don't look at what you see just on YouTube channels. The guys that win some tournament or somewhere, or just got a lot of views. Views change nothing. Views change absolutely nothing. Look at the tournament and level and competitors. That's the only thing that's really, like, that is important about this. When you look at something else, you have really no idea what you're talking about. It's you can look, like, a lot of guys can look really good in a bad competition, but when you look really good in a tough competition, That's in every arm wrestling expert. He's like, nice, that was outstanding performance or anything like that. But yeah, it's for new fans. New fans really don't understand this sport. They have gotten into, and especially when you're somewhat strong, you feel like, okay, if I could be this guy and he does this for 2 years, like in 2 years I'm gonna be world champ, and maybe one out of a million will become a world champ. Everyone else, you have to put in work. You need to understand what is this sport. And yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm ranting, but it's just sometimes bugs me, when you're talking about where you're really not, educated at all. And when someone says like Engin's, the same way goes, Engin's opinions, like I don't like them. Yeah, like I don't care that you don't like them. He's mostly right. He remembers everything. He analyzes everything. He talks about arm wrestling constantly, and he has more insight than anyone else. But I keep reading this one. I don't like this guy, or what else could I rant about? Yeah, people for disliking videos for no reason. When they turn on and it's like you don't like Devon, and it's Devon's video, and you dislike it because Devon was on that video, and it was nothing to do with production of how it made or something else. I'm not talking even my videos, but everything else. Yeah, Ryan Bowen had a match. We haven't done a fix. We did, I think, 2 episodes last week, and so for at least this week, I don't think we're gonna do another fix. But Ryan had a super match, and after that match, he goes on live stream and keeps telling everyone that, yo, this dude was really like high level, and mechanically he's stronger than me. And I'm like, I'm like, okay, interesting. I got to look the match. So I believe 4 rounds he flash pinned him, and last two, if I'm correct, or something like that, he got him in hook and just dominated him from there. Just like easily hold him. He couldn't do nothing. In what way could he be mechanically stronger? Does it would count as I didn't ask this to Ryan, but I'm gonna ask this to him when we do the fix. But where is this mechanical strength? Is it because the guy can deadlift more? Because then with my buddy Oscars, that the power lifter, he deadlifts more and squats more. So when we arm wrestle, he's mechanically stronger than me, but I don't feel him at all. the, the, and I look at that match and I'm like, this is not even close. That Ryan looked incredible, but why you have to? I know he likes to upplay the guys, and I don't know if the guy that he arm wrestled was in his top 10. I can forget about it, but he basically said that everyone from there could do very good on world level. Imagine Ryan's level compared to his level. It's not even close, not even the same room, and like, why does he keep doing this? People gotta look at this, and I was looking at it. I'm like, Ryan, come on, just tell you were better. You didn't feel him, and you were hitting real good, and you felt full control inside. And you cannot upplay someone who's much weaker than you. I would have done, like, if I had the same, like, it's not gonna. I'm gonna say the guy wasn't weak, compared to other guys. He's strong, but I hope you guys understand what I mean. Yeah, I haven't looked at the chat. Oh my God, we have a lot of chat. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into the chat. We're going from the start. How do you feel doing both powerlifting, arm wrestling? Can powerlifting hinder your growth in arm wrestling? I don't feel that it will stop something. If you can manage to do both, it's you can. It really depends on how much you need to invest in arm wrestling. If you're very new and you're still working on the basics, you don't have to spend that much time in arm wrestling training to doing too much specifics because you're still building a base. When you clearly know what you need to work on, then you need to spend more time on that. But powerlifting will not add anything, like anything more than confidence to your arm wrestling, in my opinion. You just, when you're strong, you feel strong, you're confident, you're ready, it's good, but there's no real translatable moves or strengths or anything like that. There's nothing in powerlifting that translates well to arm wrestling. Uh, Maybe if you're very smart about it, your shoulders should be stronger, so it can hold more traps and things like that. But for me, I just do it because I like it. I really like it. I start doing squats, and I'm okay. I did 200 kilos this year. 250 is next, and I want to do 300 deadlift, and I want to do get on a bench and really kick ass and 210 kilos, 220, something like that. I have a plan, like I'm at home in the middle of doing something, and I have this idea, so I start researching something, and made a lot of adjustments to my training and to training that I'm giving to my guys and things like that. um, Sanders says that his arms are OP, overpowered level. Good. Hi Ray, what would you say are best pieces of equipment to buy for home arm wrestling training? Gym equipment. So that's a great one. I would say, like, you don't even need the handle. You can make the handle, like I showed, basically a tube and a resistance band. Resistance band would be the best one. And a pull-up bar. If you have, these home gyms, or I don't know how it was called. I had one back in countryside where from where I am. I had one at my house there, but I don't have it now, and I feel like it would be good if I had something like that, because you can do push-ups, but you need pull-ups. In arm wrestling, we need that pulling up motion, pulling close motion. So pull-up bar and resistance bands. And everything else you can make. You with resistance bands, you can work on everything, your back pressure, things like that. You can make a handle very easily, like I showed, and there's different variations also. Yeah. Did you see Kyle Hutchings versus Kyle? What did you make of Kyle? Yo, dude, guys, come on. Kyle is strong arm wrestler, but I'm I'm waiting for him to, you know, again, I don't know where he stands with anyone in the world. I have that much, not much knowledge about him. He looks good arm wrestler, but yeah. Okay. What's your favorite arm wrestling equipment brand? Um, I like different stuff from a lot of from different providers. So I have some Mazurenko equipment which I like the handle set. I like that. Wrist ball, arm sport. That's arm sport. Wrist ball. They have really good handle. I like that. I use that. I have that in my house right now. Um, the wrist max for fingers. I like that too. Arm Assassin Strength Shop. They have some amazing stuff as well. And I forgot the Swedish guys selling stuff. I have some equipment from them as well. So a lot of different equipment to make it the best one. So yeah, get well soon, sir. Oh, I'm completely healthy. I'm for been like 4 years. Do you think Mazurenko equipment are overpriced? I don't know, compared to who. I think it's still, arm wrestling is very infant, and it's not a huge production. So I believe they are pretty cheap, I think, compared to others, because others, you don't have huge manufacturers. You don't have like 20,000 of handle demands in a month. So you make less, and they cost more, so they cost more. So more arm wrestling goes around, more gyms are interested in some things like that, the prices will drop. How did the COVID treat you, bro? Good. I just I feel weak. Like, I did some stuff, where I know, like, I have the resistance band, and I know how far I have been, when you can stretch it out and you can hold in some positions, like 50%. I feel my strength went down. I have to get in the gym to test it out. It feels like 50%. I feel really good. Um, I did some good exercising yesterday because I like in a few days I should be free to get out and but yeah, weak, like weak. Yeah. Okay, Travis. Not okay. Okay, this is what I asked Devon. Travis versus Dennis. Who? It's like asking who is better in boxing. Who will win? For example, Sugar Ray Robinson, Floyd Mayweather. Exactly. Yeah, it's the same way. We can just speculate. You can. So it's for you to pick a number, and it's for me to give you a place to put that number on. Is it possible to see fight between Levin and Michael? Is it possible to see fight between Levin and Michael in Dubai? I don't know what you mean by that question. Exactly. Table doesn't lie. Yes. Levin Musker, who would be so sweet? What kind of training you recommend for stopping power? Uh, Back pressure, everything like this, being able to pull something in, to put the brakes on something when you have ability to pull your opponent's arm to yourself, so when they're going to the side in any way or form, you be able to stop that, by taking away when they go, and that's my best advice. um Hello, I'm really okay. Sorry, guys. Where did it go? Okay, how do you feel that mid or lightweight athletes could be better represented in growth of the sport? Top 8 heavyweight limited class, obvious, very healthy, and light classes to be great even on when they pull above their weight. Yeah, so the the problem really is when you want to see the freak show, you want to see spectacular. So it's always better to start with the bigger guys. It's always better, but slowly they will come in. Top 8, and Igor wants to do basically for every class. They want to do top 8 in every class they have in Zloty Tour. So that would be amazing for promotion. So when that has been around for, I don't know, 10 years, maybe more. I get more. I'm sorry, more. But like we got really interested in vendetta matchups like arm fights and super matches in WL when WL started doing that. And this is because of the storytelling. So there was story plus, social media let us, know when Devon wants to, take take Matt Mask soul or Matt Mask, like this is the year. And so it really amplifies things. When Paul did their first vendettas, like they said, like make announcement, the John Berzank versus Denis Tsiplenko match happens, and that's it, and nothing else. uh, I believe more storytelling, more involvement. This is how we get involved. When Conor McGregor says that he's the best, and who's that guy who's speaking, you get behind it. You want to see more. You're looking up. You want more. What else he did? What else he said? How did they felt about what he said? So more we get that in arm wrestling, more people will be involved. More interesting. Right now, some guys are too nice. Some guys are. I always try to be. I don't want to be angry with anyone. Like it's not. It's not worth it. But when they do matchups, like when they will announce Giannis versus Sam Harris, we will do series with Giannis where Giannis talks about his preparation. To show his side of the story, and I believe that will transfer to Sam doing the same thing. And this is how you get lightweights more active in the sport and more interested, because lightweights are, the quality is higher. You cannot deny it. It's impossible to deny it. But the problem is recognition, and recognition is not coming because there's not enough good storylines. This is why WL is really good at that, because they pick up some really hardcore guys sometimes, some outspoken, they're crazy, and they will say stuff. And you go to Eastern Europe side, and everyone's like, just like, we're gonna arm wrestle, and it was a great honor to arm wrestle you. and it's good, but it doesn't sell. And I think we need it from both sides. We need when someone sees like, okay, I want this guy. Like, I love how UFC is doing like fight week. I watch all the episodes. It gets me more interested in a match, and they did it. They sometimes they will go somewhere. Arm wrestling is still limited. There's not enough money to have like for WL to send a crew out for every competitor, but they can do it in a fight week. They can put out like interviews like before it's gonna happen, like last minute, like 20 minutes before the start, this goes out. Everyone's like, oh, he said this. Oh, no way. I believe we can build a sport like that. I believe the problem with old vendettas and even arm wars was not enough storytelling. Like, you see guys right before the match and it's not telling you the whole story. Like how I trained, how I prepared, I got injured. I'm not going to say I'm injured, and things like that. And I believe lightweights will get there. And yeah, I'm doing all I can. Like, as soon as I know that Giannis will have that match, we will do everything to tell really good story about that fight before that fight. Yeah. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted. Yes, like asking, okay. I'll read these. What kind? Okay. Also, any chance that Eric Rosen will see any of more time on your channel? Yes, me and Eric are doing a lot of more videos. Like I have an idea, or he will have an idea, and he will write me, and he's like he likes that I do it really quickly when I can do it very quickly, and he sends me scripts, and scripts are basically done. At start, I changed some stuff, and I'm like, I don't have to change anything. And Eric is amazing. He's been a lifelong commitment to help promote the sport, to tell the stories, and I believe I have platform. I have you guys. Thank you for that. But I have the platform and capabilities to tell these stories. Um, I'm not really psyched about, you know, my pronunciation of some words or how my voice sound or things like that. I don't have this really good storytelling voice, but it's the best we can do, and I believe it will get better. And I got this mic just for that, and I believe if you watch the first 3 or 4 videos I did on John and things like that, you will hear difference. You hear the difference. This is much better, and I want to do this room to have some soundproofing so I can make it even better. Yeah. Hello, I am a really good arm wrestler. I want to join competition. How do I do that? Is there teen arm wrestling competition? I'm 17 years old. I want to get noticed right now. Thanks. Uh, Go look on, like, I don't know what country you're in, but you should Google for arm wrestling clubs, and then you will see. Most likely in COVID time there's not competition, but next year there should be a bunch of competition depending on where you are. So for everyone, just look for the match. Um, okay, hey man, when you massage your forearm, can you actually do damage and hurt yourself? For instance, you press with massage ball in the wrong spot. It's not, there's like, our body is not that fragile. It's not like, you don't go on the bone and you don't press on the tendon. That's it. So I can feel the bone right here, so it's my ulnar bone, ulnar. So radius is here. I can feel it too, and I don't go there. Everything else is muscle and flesh. So it's not like you can do some really big damage. If you find a really tender spot, so it's a very easy thing to do. Like the biggest problem is usually with traps. If you take traps and you squeeze somewhere and you feel like pain, like a lot of, it shouldn't be like that. The muscle is too tight. You need to release it. You need to get a massage. You need to do yourself a massage or something like that. But if you do this and it hurts, it shouldn't be like that. Same goes on arms. If you press in some point, you're like, oh, I have something. Most likely it's a tight spot, trigger point. Work on that. Um, was beating Anderson. No, have a whole different story in his prime. Yeah, Anderson Silva, like in his prime, he was a killer. It doesn't matter that I'm not gonna say anyone was better. He was my like I like him and George St. Pierre, but how he like the fearlessness of him, Anderson Silva, I'm talking about, was something out of the world, for that time, and he was so great before he got his first knockout, and then it was a different man, but it was still the guy who wanted to fight with everyone. So it's sometimes how when you need to you know go out, step away. Um, one of your fans here. No jokes here. Levin is monster. Khaled would be like kid against him. 50,000. If Roberto Etting Mendoza is offering me $50,000, I guess, please send it. Uh, right? Do you have any update on Dennis Steplenko? Nope. Stop caring what people think. You're being a bit annoying about educate yourself. You just complain too much. Yeah, but it's not it shouldn't be something that we don't say. It shouldn't be something that we just let it happen. I'm a part of this community. I'm involved in many different levels, and it hurts. I'm going to save this live so we can watch later. Yeah, of course, of course. Okay. It's the same comments again and again. Most commenters YouTube are ignorant. Yes. Okay, Gobi versus Lab. That's fair. What's up? What's up with yours and Ryan's super match? Were you talking about on a fix happen someday? Yeah, if like me and Ryan wanted to do a match when we were both in Dubai, because when I was supposed to go there at the first time on start of November, and then we rescheduled it to December. I said like, Ryan, where are you coming? He said basically the same time. I said like, let's meet fresh for fresh and let's finally do this. But for him, tickets cost $8,000. So this is why I believe a lot of people didn't understand, like when Neil Pickup made FU Ryan, the post, and he said like, let's get 6.5 K donation and get the money and send it to Ryan, and so he can get there. And people were like they thought that Ryan is offering this money or he needs this money to arm wrestle someone, and it was like the difference for his ticket was $6,500. That's one. Me and Ryan will definitely happen either on Arm Wars, next year, something like that, or maybe some other time, because I fans are asking it for a long time, and for me, it's right now. I'm very interested. I believe he's interested too, because yeah, but it's not. There's so many guys to arm wrestle with, to win and to lose, that guys are so much looking at the same thing over and over again, and they want to see, oh, this match should happen, and these guys, and just because me and Ryan are somewhat popular, they're like, oh, you should arm wrestle. Who cares? Let's go. I saw one good comment. Oh man, so many. I skipped ahead. Oh man. There's so many comments. I'm sorry, guys. I get lost. What's up with your okay, Ryan super match? I don't know if Ryan is living, but it's in there. Okay. How can someone prevent bicep tear? Is there any way to make the tendon stronger in a bad position? Because you cannot always get away from them. Thanks. So tendon tears happen, but like with every tear is gonna happen when you add stress that's much bigger to something that you're used to. and usually rotation is involved. So when the muscle is going like this, it's pretty safe. When it's getting rotated to some position, so practice different kind of angles. Don't lift your bicep, all your bicep curls in the same angle. Practice different angles, inside, outside, things like that. Train your pronator, supinator muscle. Be ready to many different things, and then you should be pretty safe, but you never know when something happened. But again, it's not something that happens a lot. I don't remember any bicep tear here in Latvia, for 12 years. At least I have not noticed anything. Uh, duh, 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 duh. A million Khaleds in Australia. Is it possible to see? I don't know. Is it possible to see fight between Levin and Michael in Dubai? Matteo, what are you talking about? What fight? Okay. Levin said in the video, just doing arm wrestling is not enough anymore. Do you agree? Uh, yeah, general preparedness exercises should be done. If you want a longer career, if you want to be healthier, if you want to be stronger, and your body, because you're doing all this, everything goes inside, and you do not do any, when everything goes back. So balance, we're all about the balance. I completely agree with that. Ray, who would win, you or Khaled? Both be in Dubai for shortly. Okay. Thought about thoughts on banded multi-spinner for training. I'm not a huge fan of multi-spinner, to be honest, but I have worked with it. And for training at home, I have one and I use it. Uh, I use it with band, with just resistance band. It feels really good. To again to have to work on your wrist flexion together with supination or pronation. Add tension on one on the other side. Michael don't want this fight. I feel Michael don't want this. You go. Come on, dude. Have you seen Levin's Gennady sparring? Do you think Gennady is beside Michael and Vitaly the biggest threat to Levin's number one spot? Um, yeah. If you look at that sparring session, most of the time Levin was just defending. I believe he was working on some stuff and he trying to figure it out, but it doesn't matter where you are. If you have someone who's pretty like strong dude in your country, in your weight class, that's much bigger threat than anyone else, just because he knows you so well. This is the reason why Gennady was able to stop Levin when he was really good in Worlds. What year it was, 17 or something like that, and they had these crazy matches one after another, because he knows him so well. He knows where he's weak, he knows where he's strong. He's very explosive, super smart, and really, really strong. He is a threat. I don't know where. Again, he hasn't competed, so you cannot put someone in any place without, um, you can't sleep, Ray. I can sleep. I'll sleep very good. I think he does want to fight. He will get so much publicity. Okay. Do you train your core, especially if yes, which exercises? Yeah, I do dead bugs, one of my favorite. I do planks, obliques. If you know what is McGill's big three or top two or something like that, I do all those exercises at least three times a week. And now, especially when I was at home, I did them every day, because I feel my core is one of my weakest parts, and I will have problems with obliques, so the side muscle on abdominals, and I will have it when I arm wrestle, because you have this lateral flexion a lot, so you need to take care of yourself. So I believe, yeah, what you should be doing. It's one of the things that are really involved in arm wrestling. Cupping pain I'm having. You need to figure out where it is. Is it caused? Is it from fingers? Is it from flexion? Is it an active or strain extensors? A lot of different things. Do you think fat grip extremes are better arm wrestling specific training than normal size fat grips? No, no. I don't know if to go to doctor yet. Some idea what it may be. So no. So again, this is Thomas asking about cupping, and a lot of things can be. And you need to figure out: is it finger flexors? Is it wrist flexors? Is it together all this? um, and then figure it out. But we cannot just get this done in comment section. Sorry. Rumor has it Levin and MT going to Dubai. Maybe. Ray, in the last video of Devon said that both Levin and Michael are going to be in Dubai. So I'm asking if you think they will meet to fight each other. Oh, I didn't know that, and I didn't understand the question. Sorry, Matteo. Yeah, I didn't know that. Maybe that would be good. Of course, if they're both going there, yeah. They should have a match. we should see that match, but there should be more than one round. It should be more than one round. Hey, top fight, ask more times. Jesus, stop spamming. I love to see Giannis pull. Yeah, me too. Are forearms the most important muscle in arm wrestling? For like the four, like this, this will help you win more times and give you more advantages than anything else. It's too much circus for me. Sup, bro? How you doing? I hope better. I'm better. Fantastical pie on the lightweight windmate. Comments, Ray. I agree 100%. Would love to see exactly what you're talking about with Giannis and Sam. Thanks, man. Yeah. In arm wrestling, pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, holding pull-ups, cable and training, everything is done with help of contracting the abs. Is it possible to take out the abs fat with arm wrestling? With the diet, man. Gonna make a circus out of the sport like UFC. Yeah, the circus sells. Circus brings more attention, and if you spend a lot of time, you need to feel value in it. I found WL entertaining. I'm not arm wrestling, so I'd rather watch a circus. Yeah. Bring a lot of casuals. Mikiriko, you're too good for WL. Okay, but I prefer strict rules and can understand having a different kind of table. Yeah, for me, WL is too sketchy too, but we can live with it. Why weight classes in arm wrestling are not as good as in other strength sports? Can you explain what do you mean by that? And gonna be no sooner than 2 months from now. Don't forget, guys. Levin has top 8 match against Dave in February. Okay, man, I got to work in the morning. Good, I'm from home, so I'm tuning in. Hey, man, did you see the Delusional Ryan Bowen video? Yes, I saw it. Yeah. Your voice has gotten a lot better, but having an accent is a good thing. Don't lose it entirely. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I feel like I have listened to some of the first time I tried speaking. So when I first started doing first videos on this channel, it's not like I was speaking English at any part of my day. Usually for months there was no English speaking. I watched a lot of videos that's mostly is in English, like 99% in English. Okay, 100% in English. Yeah. Ray, who would win, you or Khaled? Okay. Coach Ray made the Illusion Orion video. No, I didn't, but that's a good video. Coach Ray plus Bowen voice. 20 million subs. Yeah, Ryan would have a really good storytelling voice. I feel that. Yeah, I had to stop watching Bowen videos altogether. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Being a native English speaker from America, I enjoy many accents more than using proper pronunciations. Yeah, but sometimes I don't want to kill anyone's, last name or say something. And sometimes I get all like I try to keep the to like I try like the best, But sometimes I will say the best because this is how they teach me in a primary school. So sometimes it will go out, and when I'm editing the videos, and I already did a voiceover, and I hear when I say this or that, and I'm like, so yeah. But yeah. Everyone, if I had English accent, everyone would be listening to me more. I believe so. Like every late night talk show host is now English guy. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hi, Artur Dorojos. One of the great arm wrestlers from Latvia. Artur Dorojos now lives in England. Is training your rising and pronation with a sledgehammer a good idea, or is it bad for the wrist? Devon talks about training pronation through the thumb. Okay, Lemon has fight schedule. Okay, train any kind of training that doesn't make your hands hurt or breaks them in some way is good. So if you take a sledgehammer and you feel like pain everywhere, you should not be doing that, or you should be taking it in some position where it doesn't get any pain and try to do that. But yeah, could you beat Devon Larratt? Who is this Devon Larratt everyone keeps talking about? I don't know. I never heard of him. Fish from top chat to live chat. You're reading all chat comments or is stream delayed? I'm reading all chat comments. Sorry. Had to rank your top roll hook, shoulder press, 100. Where would you rank them? I don't know. I don't know what's 100 and what's 0. my press, my hook, my top roll, in that order: 1, 2, 3. What are you drinking? Baltic Porter? No, I have cola, but I put it in a nice glass, so it's zero cola with peach taste. Can hook work with long arm? Yes, it can. If, in your opinion, how good are the two UK pullers compared to the rest of are the top? I guess top UK pullers compared to the rest of the world. Depends on they haven't had like world champs in WAF in a long time. I don't know if anyone has done it after Neil. So the competition there its level is high. There's a lot of competitors there, but it's you cannot rank anyone without having the milestones. There's some guys that are chasing them, like Tom Holland, Stoika Bogdan, right there. Others, I believe, like there's still a lot of good talent in UK, but prove yourself, show us, then I will believe that. Right now, like strong dudes, I would say same level as very close level to what we have here in Latvia. But I believe our top guys are better, in better and in some ways more accomplished. So, it's like for everyone. They have a lot of guys that are really, really good, like the Birmingham Bullet or Tom Holland, huge potential. You versus Ryan. Since you talk about his opinion, you must take care about your level. His vectors are strong. 11 has okay. Still top 3 left-handed arm wrestlers opinion. Who are top 3 left-handed? Go watch the last video I posted. Tell us some top quality current Eastern Europe pull-ups who are vastly underrated that the world should know about. Betkili Oniani, left hand beast. I think everyone should know about him. He lost to Alijan in Worlds, and he lost to Vrej year before, and Vrej had a burner. He couldn't pin him in hook. The guy is, you cannot pin him in hook. That's one thing. You cannot pin him in hook. Bojidar, I believe he's very underrated. 3 or 4 time world champion in men's division. A lot of Bulgarians, a lot of Georgians. Zurab, there's the same goes for Plummen. A lot of guys don't understand that they would smoke most of the competition, like 99% of the pullers in the world. Some of those guys are so strong. There's a lot of that. You need to pay attention to WAF worlds and Europeans, and you will see some of the best pullers ever, in the world in their weight classes. And there's a lot of 55, 60 kilo pullers that are so strong that will make your head spin. Um, Tell us, okay, desperation move. That was a good video. Desperation move. How to tighten tendons. Todd can tell you how to tighten tendons at max in any position. Okay. What is the percentage of importance of the bicep strength in arm wrestling? It depends how you arm wrestle. It's not about like importance. It's about how you arm wrestle, how much you use it. If you don't use it and you train it all the time, Irakli versus Mindaugas. Irakli. Yeah, Irakli is very big. How old are you? How old am I? You're all raised. Did I miss anything awesome? No, just me ranting. Okay. Thanks for splendid answers about core training. But no, oh, I have super chat. I keep forgetting about it, but yeah, I will try to catch up. Forward, that boy is strong. How much carbs are you taking in a day? I don't count anything. Just started arm wrestling training. Have about a pulley system. How long will it take to get 50 kilo side pressure and more? I'm around 35. First few couple sessions. Don't kill yourself with side pressure. There's other things more important. I don't know how long will it take for you, man. I have brachioradial pain for over 2 months. Massaged. Took 2 weeks break. It's better, but I still have no hammer position, back pressure, can't top roll. I'm forced to go sideways or press. Um, Try one of the big suggestions is I try to, like, for me it's some problem here, so I'm doing hammer curls with big weights, but I'm only focusing on eccentric, so basically going down, let it stretch, going up, and help me. um Oh, Michael officially confirmed today that he's going to Dubai in December 27. That means you're going to see him in call up January. Wish you good health, right? Oh, yeah. Good, good. Yeah, I wanted to. We were talking that the first try, we would overlap me, Ryan, and him, but no, it didn't happen. Blah, blah, blah. Do you, Ray, do you think about training with rubbers? Do they not deteriorate the of the performance? Precision of the performed movement? Yo, it's about you. How precise are you doing those movements? If you're opening everything up and you're doing some weird positions, not like your arm muscle, of course it's going to deteriorate. Resistance bands can help with coordination because you can put a lot of them from different sides. It's very easy to set up, and you can train with them. Anyway, you and Giannis can go to Georgia for videos, Georgian team. Yeah, I want to do some kind of tour. When everything opens up, I want to go to United States. I've been thinking about that, and for maybe 2 weeks, something like that. And I want to do the same thing here in Europe. How is Kid Dynamite doing these days? Killer, killing everyone. Um, he's good, healthy training. Yeah. Matt Mask, where's Dimitri Trubin? Who wins? Dimitri Trubin. Uh, Bowen versus Bishop. Who you putting on? I will go. I don't know. No, I have to think about it. Don't want to think about it now. It's hard to get here. Not even you get here, you'll be quarantined for 10, 14 days. Yeah. Who wins in a Plumman or RVJ? Ugh, that's a good one. I have to. I like. For me, it's very hard to rank RVJ somewhere because the competition he faces, I don't know where to rank them. So it's very hard. If he would come to Zloty tour or something else, or we would see someone going there. Sometimes it's very hard to rank someone. Maybe he's a really really good, like really top of his class, but I cannot rank him. I cannot rank him versus Plumman. Um, Prime and Vakin versus okay, don't care. Just passed by. Say thank you, man. I subscribed a couple of months ago because I'm having a problem with cubital tunnel syndrome, and your video solved it. And I'm after a month of your techniques, it's gone. Oh, that's good. Thank you, thank you. Those videos that I made for the problems that I had are still helping like thousands of people every month, and I'm very happy with that. And it brings some traffic to the channel, and yeah, for me too. I have like my right arm. It's at least 20% stronger than my left now, and it was always a lot behind. It's hit hard too. The country took okay. Where did we go? Okay. Hey, Coach Ray, it's Tom from Florida. I'm an amateur puller here looking for coaching. How can I work with you and your team? Write me on Instagram. I have to check all my Instagram messages. I got a lot of those. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes if someone messages me, I sometimes don't get like right away. Sometimes even a week or something like that. Because sometimes like a lot of stuff are going down. Hi, Misha. I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm 100% now. Uh, tu- 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 tu. Yeah. What else? Tu- 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 tu. Raymond's okay. Let's see. Have not seen. Okay. Tu- tu- tu. Hello. Tu- tu- tu. Have you ever make a video? Will you ever make a video of a schoolboy? I don't know how. Maybe. Um. So I get thumb pain when I smash on side pressure. Any ideas? Hmm. Thumb pain can be caused by some supinator problems or something with your nerves. So try to check this part. Maybe it's or extensors, because it's right here, and it could be similar problems. But if it doesn't help, go to physiotherapist. Talk with them. Okay, lots of you guys are top armwrestlers. Ramos, have you pulled against any Finns? We Finns are better in hockey than Latvia, but you guys are top armwrestlers for sure. Yeah, I have pulled with I believe few times. Yeah, yeah, arm wrestling is better here for sure. We had like it's not. I don't believe it's up for debate, but yeah, ice hockey too. One of my favorite things is watching ice hockey. What do you think about Saganashvili Chaifi? I would go with Levin. I don't I don't believe that Chafee can beat him. I believe Chafee too has lost his prime because his prime might have been when he was facing Dennis. Because at that point he was like we did a video on right arm and it was like, why is Dave Chafee not here? Why is not he one of the greatest? The problem is like when we talk about greatest, let's say middleweights or something like that, and you're John Berzank and then Ron Bat right next beside you, and we're going to talk about John because you cannot reach that spot because someone else is right there in your spot. So Dave, I don't believe he was at extended period of time by beating someone the best right arm on the planet, and it's very hard. Uh, I believe Levin is really, really strong, really hungry, and really, really smart. So that's a lot of problems. That's a lot of problems. But and again, if we see more competition, we can rank them. Now very hard to rank them. What North American should I? Where did it go? Should I feel slight pain in places I train for next day after each training session? You should feel something, depending on how you work. If your muscles, if you feel the muscles, and it's muscles will get sore from training. So I like to feel something, but when you do it every day and you really get in a side in a circle and you keep doing your stuff, like for like let's say we did 12 weeks of preparation for powerlifting. I did 3 squat sessions a week. I had pain for 1 week when we started. After that, nothing. Nothing on my. They were tired, but there was no damage. This is like it would be. So same in arm wrestling. I will train if I have like really big, like if I do a lot of volume or something on one part of my, like the brachialis muscle from lifting, from dynamic plyometric stuff like that, I will feel it. But yeah, and I believe you should feel it too, depending on how you work. Who's your idol outside of arm wrestling? I don't understand, like idols. I don't know what is an idol. I have some people that I feel like, okay, they inspire me, for some reason or another. Um, I like UFC. I like because it's a combat sport. It's so unpredictable, and you know. But I like a lot of stuff from a lot of people. I watch a lot of science stuff. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Any tips for ulnar side wrist pain? Again, check if you have any problems in any part of the flexors right here. So any tight spots, and try to figure out that. Dave is cracking 11. Why is schoolboy so popular? I don't get it. Videos blow up and that's it. In which side press training angle I can cover for hook on top roll? I cannot explain that. Sorry, dude. Right here, my thumb pain in winter, not in, my thumb pain in winter, not in summer. Okay. Did you see Tal too? Jordan Seal is a keep an eye on him. Yeah, I know Jordan. We met back in 2014 FIBA Arm Wars, and yeah, he's a beast. I have watched him. He's been going up and down, up and down. He was at some point very consistent, very good, and then he dropped down. And I believe life, but he looked incredibly strong. Yeah. 2014, 2015 was Chafee's prime. Yeah, I could agree to that. When you're doing push-up press against a hook, push press against a hook player, do you supinate or press with a straight wrist? I supinate. I supinate on every occasion, but again, it differs with someone. Sometimes you need just to carve in like this, and they will supinate. And if you over supinate your arm, you might lose the position. So going straight down, you might keep the high spot right there. But sometimes you need to over supinate them. So it really depends on your opponent. Um, I respectfully disagree. I don't know what about then. When he won the WL Hammer both those years. Okay, guys, where do we leave us? How long does it take to grow large forearms? I don't know. Depends on you. How often should movement speed be trained? You should never lose it. You should that like the movement and how you do that movement should be one of the biggest things you focus on. You cannot be training and then trying to develop that. You need to develop what you're doing and then train for what you are doing. Hungry for McDonald's. Oh man, that's pain I have. Your prediction on 21 season for Kukwinja, will he get back to compete at least in WAF? No, Kukwinja will go to WL 100%. What if team I joined are going too hard during sparring sessions? You can always stop. You can try to talk with guys, just don't do this or don't do that, or try to go, let me work here or something like that. You should talk with them. It should not be, it should always be up for debate. Sounds like I might be doing okay. Do some median nerve gliding exercises. Yes. Okay. Hello from Quebec in Canada. Hey, Quebec. How many times shall I train my bicep on week? Disappointed. Are you a fan of behind the back wrist curls? Do you more do seated wrist curls on a bench behind the back? No, I don't do these or standing because they're over. I will do them sometimes, they are general exercises for forearms. When you're standing, basically, your arms are down and you do curls or behind your back, things like those are general. Those are not specific arm wrestling motions. I will do them if for sometimes, just to get pump or movement. And that's it. Your thoughts on Hutchings versus Laughlin? I believe it's very hard to beat a Hutchings that's prepared, But the match should be a good one. Do you do full range of motion exercise just as often, or do you focus on smaller range? When it's closer to competition, I will mostly focus on full partial range, but when it's further away, then I will do close to full range, when all the muscle gets worked, because you want to get tight and you want to get stronger in this position, not in this position. So you should always vary right now, because again, there's nothing clear about the future. So I'm focusing more on full stuff. So it's let's say for back pressure, it will be one partial range motion, and everything else, three exercises, will be bigger range, some even full range. So something like that. I'm guessing you have already got an MT question, or do you want to give your opponent MT versus Levin? Well, if Levin has someone who can imitate at least something that Michael is doing, I will give props to Levin, and but Michael is very hard to beat, and the longer it goes, he can stay in that position. He can stay in his king's mole. And yeah, it's a hard match, but I believe Levin has the power to do it. I believe there's no way that Michael will take the center, take the hand, or anything else. He will be in his position and try to survive. And to bring more women into the sport, this has to happen. Where do male dominating clubs begin? Yeah, I think we need to showcase the beautiful girls, because everyone thinks like the same goes with powerlifting and weightlifting. They think that everyone's gonna get big and smash and strong and huge, and we need to show that you can look like this. You can still look like this and have really a lot of fun in arm wrestling. Benefits of wrist wrench versus regular handle for hook training. Wrist wrench, or winding handle, as I like to call it, gets you in position where you learn that you need to squeeze like your fingers more. Some guys will hook and then they're not holding their fingers and they're trying to go to the side, and the guy will either open up their hand or something. It should be like this. When it closes, you keep the pressure right here. You learn how to control when your arm is flexed. That's why wrist wrench is better. Wrist wrench is one of the best handles ever to have for arm wrestling training, wrist wrench or something similar. What's your strongest lift? Bench press. Yeah, I have done 90-kilo single arm wrist curls like this year. My fingers, like my lifting, like single arm deadlifts with thicker handle, like one of the weakest parts, and I'm really trying to increase that, and I have gained a lot of like I think 10 or 12 kilos in since I really started focusing on that, because I felt that some people can go through my finger. Now my fingers and my hand is one of the strongest parts I have. My pronator and my drag motion is actually weaker than anything else. So I need to focus on that, because here is I'm much stronger than I'm here. So I'm focusing on that. But I don't know, like I'm pretty consistent with everything. Everything is over. Like my top lifts on basically everything. So it's on a bicep. Like if you have seen, I do it on a bench. We have biggest weight is 55 kilos. So I have done 55 kilos, 5 reps, something like that. Back pressure, again from the ground, like when you really in this kind of position where it's no cheating, nothing else, it's about 50, something like that, over thumb. So everything is pretty consistent. So I feel I'm much stronger in everywhere, and that's the one part I've been working on. I wanted to be stronger everywhere. I didn't want to be strong at one thing and really bad at everywhere else. So this year I tried to up everything that was lacking, like my finger strength, which was extremely weak compared to most of my guys, that even some of the beginners could lift more in some positions than I. So most of the guys can do more weights on pull-ups, with thicker handles, things like that, because my fingers were like so weak, and I had a lot of elbow pain. Since that's gone, increased tremendously. I'm close to. I'm not, like I was 50% behind Giannis when we were training with him. So now I'm 20. I believe 20% behind Giannis on some exercise, not everything, but yeah, it's not always how much you can lift in something. It's about how good your overall game is. So I felt where my weakest parts are, and I'm just trying to add on them and trying to increase on them, and trying to be healthy, because I feel like my right arm, it's never been this good ever, because I always had problems with it. When I go on table, I take a grip and feels like toothache. When you have tooth problems, and and it just hurts, and you cannot do anything. It just hurts. And now I fixed it. I worked really hard all this basically this year, since even last year, since December. I started when I knew about um, fraud match, because when we were practice pulling with fraud, my left was stronger. You can go and look at the tape. My left was much stronger. His right was much stronger. Now for me, it's other way around. My right is much more stronger. Left, I feel, was is about same where it was all this year. I have some issues, and again, I'm still working hard on those issues to fix those issues. But it's it's continuous progress, continuous process. Both things, you just focus on it. Best compound movement for basic table strength. Basically, like the classical inside rotation. When you learn to do this, you know, with your wrist flexion, and when you bring your body, like your arm, so you're activating your brachialis, your bicep muscle, also internal rotation. That would be one of the, or any kind of lat pulls, where again you're doing the same thing and dragging it in. Single compound movement for basic table strength. um Godzilla has problems with top rollers. Lachlan is not the top roller, if that's the conversation. Same result strength than cable systems. Resistance bands can give me same result in strength than cable system. It's different. It's gonna give you a different result, but it's not worse. Um, okay. One guy, my armwrestling, says that we have to stretching every day. Can I get some advice on that? Because I don't know if it will trust 100%. Not every day, but like depends on how much. Like if you do minute of stretching your forearms, I believe you're doing too much. If you're doing just something, you finish training, you stretch out your bicep, you stretch out, your tricep, things like that, classical stuff for very light period of time. It's good. You need to do those things. You need to do the stretching helps. Stretching helps you keep yours, like increases recovery, less problems, longer career. Canada number one. Cool. You still look like you can still look like President Levin doing arm wrestling. What is your opinion on cap versus no cap? Todd Hutchings told me in his opinion cupping is better. Cup? You mean this versus this? That's is it right that I understand? I've been training since June 2000, but haven't had table time yet. Oh man, get some or freedom. Get some freedom training. Coach Ray, are you a gamer? Yes, I am. Who's your favorite to win 85 top 8 95 kilo? Thoughts on Babayo versus Prudnik versus Petrenko? Prudnik is not there, but I believe Kitrigali would be, and Babayo he's been dominant, and that's his class. Did you see Cody Merritt win the match a few days ago with a broken arm? Yeah, Cody Merritt broke his radius in the middle of match, won that match, won that round, and then won that match. Crazy. Will we see Alexei Voivoda back at arm wrestling? I don't think so. A while ago, you had mentioned that you were considering looking into supplying equipment. Did that not show to be profitable enough path to build a WoW brand? We're doing something. Yeah, something is coming. The best exercise for training a hook for classic diehard. Best exercise for training a hook for classic diehard top roller. Some bicep curls, close, like small, either static lifts or something like that. So you have when when even someone drags you in, you have that defense. Um, we were at the end of 2020. What's your hope for 2021? We did like a video where we said 2021 is gonna be the biggest year for arm wrestling yet. Like everything's gonna be epic. We're gonna have like the best competitions, like the biggest stuff. I was so happy for Latvia and things like that. But no, so I hope in 2020, at least in the middle, we get to some kind of life back. Traveling, that would be big thing for me. I want to travel. I feel, and competition. I feel the competitions will never will be bigger than after this, because everyone just, there's more people involved ever than ever, and they want to test themselves. So yeah. What, you play Fortnite? No, I don't play Fortnite. I got Cyberpunk without the bugs. I like it. It's not bad. Yeah. What do you think about Sabin? Do you think he can beat Levin again? I don't think so. That's a different Levin. He was arm wrestling at that time. Just wanted to say thanks again for all your videos. Dude, never had the table time, but the exercise is fun for stronger hand, best for life. Thanks, man. Any chance we will see Devon Larrett in Latvia? Yeah, Devon. We were talking with Devon that he might come this year, but then again, COVID hit. So as soon as I know he can travel, he can go to some places, and there's no need for quarantine, because right now, if you travel to Latvia, you have to sit in quarantine. So it's very bad for everyone. And yes, as soon as we get that, we will get him to Latvia, and we will get him to Lithuania and Estonia as well. Can Corey West become world elite puller in a few years? Yeah. Thank you for what you do for the sport. Your opinion on Oleg Cherkasso? Hey man, I believe you asked me again. Like, you want to hear me say that he's a good puller, great puller? Another time. It's crazy complicated, Cyberpunk. Corey, okay. Dave thought he's possibly the strongest arm wrestler. That's Dave thought he's possibly the strongest arm wrestler out there. Yeah, Corey has huge potential. He's like huge dude, huge, big potential, and yeah, USA has a lot of heavyweights. Like we have two good heavyweights, Sanders and Normans, two heavyweights basically. Everyone else is under 100 kilos. Yeah, like in the elite level of Latvian arm wrestling. So sometimes when they will have 20 guys, and we just have two. Yeah. So it's hour 22. I think I missed a lot of comments because I was talking and ranting, and then you asked me some comments. So thank everyone for watching. Yeah. New videos coming out. Check out the last video if you haven't seen that. It's about the left hand. Again, some history, some storytelling, and yeah. Thank you guys. Stay strong. Love arm wrestling. When was arm wrestling prime in your opinion, or is it yet to come? Oh, every year is a prime for us. We are living in a prime. Arm wrestling has never been bigger, never been more recognized, and never had more fan base than now. So we are living it. I believe it's not gonna hit a peak for a few years, and let's hope it never will. So yeah, stay strong and love arm wrestling.